Right, who am I with?
Hi guys, I'm Stuart Hunter. I'm from Hunter Camp Homes and Freeman Homes, and this is our new apartment.
Right, let's take a look around. So that's the front door, obviously behind us.
Yeah, front door all repainted. We've sprayed all of the ironmongery on that matte black to match the theme of the house.
I was going to say I mean, these sockets are so nice. They're like matte, but the little, I love them.
Yeah, so we've gone for a higher finish on this, what we normally would with these kind of properties, because there's a lot of competition in the town, and we really wanted to raise the standard of the finish to compete with the higher end products that are available in the town at a lower price still.
And when you purchased this property, because obviously right now it's all done up, it's all looking good, what condition was it in?
So it was in pretty bad condition, to be fair. It had the original olive green bathroom suite. It had the original kitchen, which was 70s style, so it was the laminate oak veneer with the silver handles, but it was all pretty terrible. There'd been some water penetration, and yeah, it was pretty grim. So it's essentially a back to brick refurb, new electrics, new pipes, new plumbing, new water system, new bathroom, new kitchen. Everything's been done.
Wow.
So as I mentioned, with the detail on like the architrave and the skirting, we really wanted to get the spec high. So we've gone for a really nice finish on that. Our joiner's done a really good job.
I do like that.
Yeah, and if you look at the skirting board as well, it's a continuous line through the skirting into the architrave as well.
I like that. It's very modern as well.
Absolutely, it's bang up to date. And going back to the switches, we even put matte black.
I was just gonna say, yeah, like that is the attention detail I love. Look at that.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Everything matching.
So this room is the small bedroom. So we've gone for a standard white. Well, it's actually just a slight grey on the walls, just to give a contrast in colour. But it does look white to the naked eye. Grey carpets. We put some frosting on the lower parts of the windows because it had a leaf design embedded. So we wanted to just give it that more contemporary feel. New heating system throughout.
Electric heaters?
Yeah, we'll come to the heaters in a second because they're really cool. Again, new doors, really cool doors.
Where are the doors from?
They're Howden's doors, £16 plus VAT each, I believe. So
that is cheap because they look a lot more than that.
Really
like they look sexy.
Yeah, and then obviously the handles. We kind of could have put original brass, like brushed metal or chrome handles on there, but to really get the property to pop and compete with what's on the market, we needed to up our game. So this is the highest spec finish that we've done to date.
Wow.
And it really does work.
And this carpet is soft.
Yeah, good underlay. Obviously, top tip, you can go for a cheaper carpet, but if you go for a good quality underlay, it always feels better underfoot.
That's true.
And although I believe we've gone for a medium range carpet on this one, so all professionally fitted, and the flooring in the rest of the hallway and in the lounge is Carndine. So that's a really
that's quite expensive.
It comes in at about £25 a square metre.
And is it vinyl click? Is that what it?
No, it's like laminate tiles. So it's real hard wearing, feels like wood. This is the master bedroom, which is a really good size for the property.
It's a really good size, isn't it?
Again, we've gone for new wiring, USB sockets.
Oh wow! Those ain't cheap. Those are like 20 quid a socket compared to say 3. Sometimes I've seen them online.
Well, the PM looked after the fixings. Again, new heating, dimmer switch, so you can set the tone as it is a bedroom. And then again, eye for detail, the door stops.
I love that. That is what I love. I mean, that's the kind of thing that, like, I think if you're buying a house, you may not comment on it, but you're going to kind of notice. You're going to be like, something really flowed in that house.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, for us, it was all about giving potential future buyers, tenants, whoever may end up working or living in this property or working with it, no areas to say, well, it needs this or it needs that.
Yeah.
We just wanted to make everything.
I think that, that's what you have to do with a flip. I've learned with a rental, it's not as much, but with flips,
there was no cutting corners with this one. Replastered. So in this particular room and in the hallway and the bedrooms, the rest of the flat we've dropped the ceiling. But what we did with the bedrooms and the hallway deliberately was leave them high, just because it gives you that sense of space as well.
It's quite a high ceiling.
Yeah, especially with the hallway as well. With it being such confined space and so many doors coming off that one little area, we felt giving it that height in the ceiling was really positive to creating an open space.
Because for a flat, I mean, like it's what, like 7.5, 8
It's pretty tall. Yeah.
It's pretty tall.
Yeah.
I wouldn't expect
Probably about
this.
2.5 meters.
It doesn't feel like a flat, it just feels quite grand, which is unusual.
Yeah.
And did you have to put any soundproofing stuff above it? Or was
No, it's obviously already soundproofed here, but in the living areas and the bathroom, we put extra insulation up when we dropped it. So that was cool. With regards to the rewire, obviously it's a door intercom system, so that had external wires, and we chased all of that in.
Oh wow! In the communal area?
No, just internally. So you can see where it comes through the door. Instead of having that ugly wire in place, we just put it all in. The bathroom.
Wow.
Like I say, olive green previously.
This is definitely an improvement. I would say definitely an improvement.
Yeah. So again, the taps, the shower. Even the LED strip, that's my electrician showing off there. So we have the LED strip to shoot some light across there. That will have a mirror in, it's just been cut.
I thought you were just going for the kind of Venetian plaster look, you know?
Well,
that is smooth plaster as well.
Yeah, it's good.
It's good plaster, that is. Yeah. I love how big the handles are.
Yeah, again, they were painted matte black just because they were silver. And to tie it all in, I mean, and you got the black weight thing. Oh, love that attention to detail. Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice tap.
Yeah.
Wow. And it's black grout as well.
Black grout. Yeah.
I love the flat metros. I think it looks so much nicer.
Those tiles really impressed me. We did almost put them in the kitchen as well, but with a real funky design. But we decided that was too personal taste. And we would keep it simple. And again, behind the door.
Ooh, have it. That is nice. This is a nice bathroom, mate. I like a good bathroom.
Yeah.
And look at this, even the black on that.
Yeah, and the bath itself is huge. I actually want it in my own house because I love a bath.
I was going to say, I feel like I could almost fit in there.
It's like a swimming pool.
It's got a modern. It's the little things, right? Like having a square shape that just makes it look different, and it's not that much more expensive necessarily.
No, this did used to have a window above where you are now. So up there was a window to let in natural light from the kitchen. But we dropped the ceiling, put the spots in, and got rid of the window.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Oh, and I love. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. I like the shower. That looks like a serious bit of kit. That does.
Yeah, all hard plumbs as well. So it's all the hot water from a nice new pressurized system.
Ooh.
So we had the old water tank to the top with the cold water feed, and then to the bottom was your old-fashioned, well-insulated copper.
And how much does it cost to install one of these then?
It's really bad because I don't actually know what we paid on this one, but on a previous install, the supply and fit was about 2,000, but I think we got this one. We managed to get creative with costings on this one. So this is the main living space. Again, because we're going to be living in here, we've gone for the matte black finish on all of the sockets, the phone sockets, the TV aerial. Everything is matte black. We've gone for USBs in various points of the property, new heaters. This used to have a wall here, which was just a single, there was 3 bits of plasterboard that created a wall.
As you do, yeah.
It had some damp penetration in there from the leak from the water softener. So we took the wall out. We had a cupboard to about here. So we took, the door was roughly here, so we pushed this cupboard back slightly and opened up the space and created the breakfast bar with the new kitchen, which for me is on point. Personally, I'd love this in my own house.
It is gorgeous. It's navy, isn't it?
Navy, navy handleless. That's the old Powdens. I personally wanted a few extra little touches, like charger points, wireless charger points in the worktop, but it was probably going a little bit overboard on the front.
It's matte as well, isn't it?
Yeah, nice. Yeah, matte finish. So nice. The thing with gloss looks great when it's clean. Matte looks good all the time.
I think matte is just sexy. It's modern. It's new.
We kind of went. We could have gone with a grey, or we could have gone with a lighter grey or a black. But we thought we'd put a little bit of contrast in it with the blue. And I think it really works, especially with the marble effect, 22mm.
And it's got a bit of the kind of blue purpley thing in it, so it matches actually. So very subtly, it matches beautifully.
Absolutely, yeah, we're really pleased with it.
And there's no wall units, which I think is a good thing.
Yeah, well, we were going to put shelves up in the corner.
Oh yeah, that would be cool.
But we've left it for the new owners to really put their own spin on things. It's the same with the splashbacks. As I mentioned, we was going to do some tiling with the subway tiles that we had left over. We couldn't quite agree on what design to put in, so we just went with the splashback. That can be changed pretty easily.
I think the upstand just looks, because the upstand looks like a real stone then. You know, because with a real stone you can have an upstand. So I think like, I do upstands now and they look nice.
It just makes it
really nice.
Again, finishes it off.
Because this is, it's just a nice kind of square up, like it's just,
It just gives you that feel of quality in the finish.
Yeah, and these doors, they're just, I don't know, it just creates a sense of space because it's so wide.
I mean, obviously we haven't got many drawer space, but with this one, obviously you've got the storage here, and then you can put up for your cutlery just there.
That is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Lovely. And you've got 3 worktops here.
Yeah,
that's an extended one, right? Like
yes, this is a breakfast bar as well. So this side you can have some benches or stools, bar stools. The way that I worked out, so whenever I buy a property, during my due diligence phase, I always do a floor plan, a 3D floor plan, and it gives me an idea of sense of space, where furniture might go, how the kitchen might lay out, different setups for that. And I feel like a nice round dining room table here, if you wanted to have a nice sit-down meal, would work really well. TV point on this wall to my right, and then obviously a nice sofa, corner sofa at some point in here.
I think that's something that we maybe neglect as property developers. We're like, oh, we'll just do the house, but actually, someone's living here.
Yeah.
So you need to think, how is it going to look? Where are things going to go?
Especially when we're designing like our mini mode projects, we always design the bedrooms as to where furniture's going to go, beds, wardrobes, drawers, TVs, all of that is really important to we do projects to a standard that we would want to live in ourselves, and I think it's really important that you do that, and it just breeds good tenants at that point if you're tenanting it.
I agree.
And selling as well.
So talking about the figures of this deal, you purchased it for how much?
So this is a relatively new strategy that we're working on. It's looking at short lease properties. So we purchased this property for 100,000. The refurb with stamps, finance and legal costs, we're probably in for about 115 is what we owe on the purchase and the finance cost. The refurb is 15 to 20. We're still adding up the final receipts, but we reckon about 17 is where we should come in. The lease extension is 25 grand plus the freeholders' legal fees. So we're about 27 grand for taking the lease up to 125 years, and we've got it on the market today for 200,000. So we're looking at about £45,000 profit.
Okay, well obviously, and with 45 grand profit, you can accept less, right?
Absolutely. So we was actually surprised when it got valued at 200. Our numbers were a bit less than that. We know what these go for around here. We set out with a little bit of a target to break the glass ceiling of those prices, and yeah, we believe that there's still some wiggle room for any potential future purchaser, and we still make good profit margins.
Amazing. And how long did the refurb take?
So we completed on this property on the 14th of August, and from start to finish the refurb was 3.5 weeks.
That is very quick.
Yeah, we're again motivated team doing the job for us. And they've done it to a really good standard as well.
They have, I mean, yeah.
There's very, very few picky points to point out. There's a couple of tiny little snags that we need to do.
Yeah.
So, for example, the brackets that hold the worktop to the units, we don't want to see them, so we've got a bit of worktop of the end panels left. So we're going to run a strip. We're going to chase out for the clips, and we're just going to attach that above the brackets.
That's a good idea.
And then everything else is pretty much on point.
I would say, yeah.
Other than the chip in the ceiling, there's the eye for detail. The chip in the ceiling when the light was installed. But the good thing about as well with this, everything is dimmable. It's very, very 1990, being able to dim everything.
I like it.
With spotlights, they can be quite overpowering.
Yeah, they can.
So we decided to put them on dimmers, and you can set the tone and the atmosphere when it comes to sitting down watching TV in the evenings.
And buying the lease, not buying the lease, but extending the lease, was it difficult or long? Was it quite straightforward?
No, it's quite straightforward. So we reached out to the freeholder. After 2 years of owning a property, you have a statutory right to extend the lease. But we just reached out to the freeholder and said, hey, we'd like to extend the lease. There was a little bit of negotiation on that one, so top tip with regards to lease extensions, there's always room for negotiation on the lease. They started out wanting to offer us a lease, taking it back to 99 years for 27 grand, for example. We said we'd prefer to pay less. They said okay, and then about 2 weeks later we went back to them and said, actually, can we pay the same amount of money but extend it to 125 years? That makes the agent's jobs easier when it comes to selling, because more buyers will have better options on their loan options.
Cool. And where can people find you on social media?
So we're on Instagram and Facebook. We've got a website, www.huntercamphomes.co.uk and freemanhomes.co.uk. We're on /Freeman Homes on Insta, /Huntercamp Homes on Instagram.